Hello and Happy New Year from myself and obviously the channel. Welcome to episode number 76 of the Moaning Show. And I'd like to talk to you in this first video of the year about post-Christmas and New Year's blues. Now, I understand that this is a very specific subject, but what I'm trying to do with the Moaning Show is make them release them at topical times, so to speak. So hopefully that's where we're going to be bringing this forward. Now, question one this week is, what's so bad about this time of the year? Well, I'll let you know what's bad about this time of the year. You've just had Christmas, the supposed most wonderful time of the year. And you are very much at your happiest of the year, unless you book a holiday abroad, or you have lots of time off with the kids or whatever. But this time of the year is among the worst, and if you've not gone back to work already, you've gone back to work on the day of the release of this video. I'm recording it the day before. And so you're going back on the 6th of January. Now, the vast majority of us have already gone back to work, or we didn't have that much of a Christmas break anyway, regardless of where you work or what organisation you work for or what sector you work in, retail, care, whatever you work in. Most people have already gone back to work. But if you're one of the lucky ones that is supposedly going back today at the release of the show, this particular show, you've had anything from a week to, say, 2 weeks off for Christmas and New Year. Now, if you got one of those jobs, lucky you. If you haven't got one of those jobs, then you've already experienced this. Now, apparently, I've read somewhere on the internet the other day that this particular day is the biggest day for what's known as pulling a sickie, phoning in sick when you're not really all that sick, you just don't want to go in. And that's the main reason that we are not especially happy at this specific time of the year. We're all like, fucking. And that's more or less true, isn't it? You've had your Christmas jollies, you've had your presents, or if you're lucky, of course, you've had your time off, and you're thinking, oh, this has been a nice few days, and then the back to work day hits you right in the face like a slap, and it's not a great feeling, because you tend to have that feeling as well anytime you have some annual leave. It's like you've had a nice few days off, and now everything goes back to normal. You have to return to work or return to school, and it's like, fuck, And it's not that I'm saying I feel like that all the time. I go back after a few days off. It's just the way of things, But question 2 this week is, what could be done to make this time period better? Question 2, like I say, it's very difficult, this one. What could be done is to make the previous month a bit better. January in general is the month where most people don't have a lot of money. Now, I seem to talk about money a lot on the Moaning Show, but it is a driving force behind virtually everything we do as a society. Be it good, be it bad, be it, full of point or pointless, to be brutally honest. But what could be done is that the energy companies and people who bring out bills and stuff like that, they could give us a month off of paying said bills. Have a think about that for a second. They could give us some time off from paying bills. So in other words, have a nice Christmas, or perhaps an even better January, when you've not got as much money as perhaps you should have. Have a think about the fact that these companies still, all right, they've got to make their fucking money, yeah? But as well as that, have a think about what you could do in January if you didn't have to pay any bills. I've often thought about a company like an energy company and perhaps a nice landlord of a rented property not charging in December, or perhaps not charging until the February pay or whatever. Now, all right, that means you would have to keep the majority of what you earn for over a month, which can be difficult for some of us. But say, like, if you didn't have to pay your energy bill in January, you could go out and get a bit more food for the table, or you could buy Jemima your present because she's born in January, or just something like that. And that's the annoying thing. It's, you, with regards to going back to work, going back to school, yes, you've had in between, say, a couple of days off to 2 weeks off. And you're going back to normality. New Year's been and gone as well. And you're thinking, oh, well, back to the rat race, back to this load of rubbish, back to work, back to reality is the main point I'm trying to make here. But it doesn't always have to be bad. Yes, we enjoy our time off, but basically the things we get for Christmas, present, I'll show you that as well. But they can enhance our year. Whatever plans we make, and that's another thing as well. Everyone says, new year, new me, I'm going to do everything. You will be returning to your old ways within a month if you've not got the proper motivation. I can guarantee that. So that's about it for this edition of the Moaning Show. A little bit shorter than the last one, and that's saying something. But yeah, thoughts, comments and suggestions down below in the comments box, please, for future content on the channel. I do have a plan for the next few months at least about what content I want to produce. Press that button with the thumbs up, it will help me. Comment, like I've just said, and subscribe. Click the little notification bell in the underneath the video there, and let's grow the channel. It's not going to grow very much because the people that watch this are friends and family on Facebook. But let's grow the channel. Let's start 2020 off well. See you next time for more moaning.